pause session with me and stop. Okay, I'm gonna try to take this out. I'll just switch it off here. And then I remove this. And then I'm going to pour it in here. My favorite bottle, Tommy TP bottles. And then I'll put in a milk storage bag and a Sharpie for me to label and then store. I'm being a bit clumsy this morning. Alright, it looks like we got 180 mils. So it doesn't go all the way up here because of the, this is where it stops. Let's see, well, maybe it does, I don't know. Alright. Every drop is golden. Don't want to be losing any milk at all. Okay. Let's see how many mils we're sitting at. We're resting 180. I'll just be very careful. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that I'm actually supposed to be pouring this in. So yeah, let me label my milk bag, get my milk bag out. Kiss bubble milk bag. Rip it open. Get my Sharpie. Time to label, moment of truth. Today's date is, yeah, so these are some of the postpartum issues where I can't remember the date. Let me just double check. And the volume. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I got a little help in getting the date, so we've labeled it correctly. And this was for the first pump session. So we have to try and pour this. So I have to just remove this because it can cause some spillage. Then we're gonna pour. Okay, so this is how it's sitting now. And 80 mils of milk. Done. So then this packet goes into my stash as I prepare to go back to work. I would like to leave some milk for baby. So I start pumping early as much as I can, and lately what I'm doing is I do pump while I'm feeding, especially in the mornings. I find that I have quite a lot of oversupply in the morning that baby can't finish, so I pump, and then whilst feeding on the one side and pumping on the other side, and that seems to help quite a bit. So when I do that, I then also try to hydrate a lot. I drink my electrolytes. I love peanuts, so maybe just some tips on some of the things that I'm doing. I don't have any specific supplements other than the postnatal supplements that I'm still using. Yeah, I just manage what I'm eating just to make sure it's not too refined, very minimal sweet stuff, and a lot of roasted peanuts, depending if you've got a peanut allergy. I'm not sure what would be the other alternative that you can tolerate or that you can use. Whole grain. I like my bread grainy, so that helps quite a lot. And I drink lots of teas. So my herbal teas, my go-to is peppermint tea, ginger tea, ginger and turmeric, what's the other one, chamomile tea as well. So I find that as soon as I drink, if I try to even express during that time, I even get like 60 meals or sometimes 90 meals. So that helps. So I'm still trying to figure out how much I can get. I wasn't really focusing too much on the expressing of the milk, but I'm realizing, yeah, time is ticking and the kid really does drink quite a bit, so I want to make sure that there is enough. And you know, when you go back to work, sometimes you have quite a busy day and you're unable to sit and express as much as you'd like to. I'm going to be making a commitment like I did in the past, and it worked very well, but I do want to ease the pressure of needing to express because the child doesn't have anything for the feed for the following day. So I'm building up nicely. And it's also nice because what we do in my household sometimes is when we're going somewhere, I don't really breastfeed. I just pump, and then we have the bottles ready and we can just feed on the go, and I don't necessarily have to be the only one doing that. So the people that I'm with, my family members, can help out with that, which also helps to improve overall mental health, being able to relax and not just be the person, the go-to person for the baby, because that can be quite exhausting physically, mentally, and emotionally. So yeah, I love breastfeeding, so this is something that I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I'm thankful that I do have good supply, and some moments I have like good oversupply, which allows me to store some excess milk for the other bits that I've just spoken to you about. So yeah, this is the journey to motherhood. So these wearable pumps are really cool, but again, when I was getting them, because I only started using these ones now. Previously I had used an electric pump. These are electric wearable ones, but I'd used like a Mandela one where it's attached and it's got all the cords and stuff. So what I can say about this is I'm on the go, because I just put it in my bra, and then in my nursing bra, I'm able to move up and down and do some few things, able to carry baby and do things, whereas with the other one I found it quite limiting, and sometimes it was quite stressful to just sit in one place waiting to have a pump session, and I would find it really saddening when I finally get to the bottles and then I realized that I only pumped 20 mils of milk and stuff, and all that time of sitting. So I find like with this packet it took me like 30 minutes to pump, but simply because I was also pumping and feeding baby, so I wasn't really paying attention. But on a good moment I sit for 20 minutes and then I pump exclusively. So that's all we got for today. So yeah, I quite like my Kiss Bubble wearable breast pump, and it's been doing wonders for me and my family. So tell me about your own tools that you've been using, or that you have used, or that you intend to use if you're exploring the journey of motherhood. Wishing you a wonderful day further. Cheers.